Mushrooms. I never got that much excited before. The reason is simple. I love mushrooms, and I have never seen its bulk processing before. Let's just cut to the chase. Mushroom cultivation starts when the compost arrives at the grower's farm. First, the compost is loaded into a mushroom tunnel and spread smoothly. Casing, essential for mushroom formation, is also loaded into the tunnel and applied as a 5 cm layer on the compost surface, which is smoothed using a conveyor belt. Next, the peat gets a little ruffle to kickstart growth, followed by a good watering. Here, they keep the temperature at a cozy 25 degrees by continuous watering between flushes. When you see tiny mushroom pins, it's a sign that success is near. Soon enough, the mushrooms start popping up, like stars twinkling in the night sky. Okay, nothing to exaggerate about, but they are so fluffy and beautiful, it's a real treat to see. Mushrooms are carefully hand-picked to ensure they remain undamaged and high quality. Workers then visually inspect the harvested mushrooms, trim any unwanted parts, and sort them by size and quality. Human hands ensure careful handling, detailed inspections, and final touches, while machinery brings efficiency, consistency, and speed to the process. Let's store those mushrooms in some cold place before some mechanical magic. It now cuts the remaining mushrooms in bulk and completely clears out the compost. Check out that super satisfying sight of how those brilliant machines are cutting the mushroom heads from the bedding as if it's a piece of cake. Well, for them. Automated systems assist by transporting the mushrooms via conveyor belts to different processing stations. This combination of human hands and robotic machines guarantees that the mushrooms reaching the market are of the highest quality, fresh, and ready to be enjoyed. The expert labor handles the storage of packaged mushrooms, placing them in cold storage to maintain freshness. Eventually, the compost worn out and is removed by advanced machinery. Afterward, the mushroom tunnel is thoroughly cleaned with water, making sure it's all set for another round. If you're looking to manage your weight, mushrooms can be a great addition to your meals. They have a lot of immune-boosting properties and greater amount of vitamin D, making pretty rich meals every time. Now, the packaging is gonna open, and the mushrooms are moved via a conveyor belt to the next process. The machines carefully place freshly cleaned mushrooms into small buckets, ensuring each bucket is filled evenly. These buckets travel smoothly on a conveyor belt to the wrapping station, where they receive label stickers for identification. Mushrooms are often hailed as a culinary treasure, adding a unique flavor and texture to a variety of dishes. They have a rich, earthy flavor that enhances many dishes, from soups and stews to salads and pizzas. Once the packed mushrooms safely arrive at their destination, they're unloaded into large containers that companies deal with according to their needs to avoid overcrowding. Considering making everything for everyone very seriously, these companies take a bunch of fresh mushroom stock to give you the most irresistible transition of your life. The washed and cleaned mushrooms are transferred on the continuous belts, so they would take them to the batter and breading stations. First, they are heavily coated with the rich battery sauce, which will give them the unique taste and makes the flavored breadcrumbs sticks perfectly. Check that smooth and continuous process that seems almost impossible thanks to these modern automated systems. Here comes the freshly fried crispy mushrooms. They are literally the best treat for mushroom lovers, juicy and intact from inside, while perfectly crispier from outside. Oh no, it's making me order my favorite tomato soup, topped with grilled mushrooms. Time to make some pickles. Their umami taste, which is often described as savory or meaty, makes them a popular choice for both vegetarians and meat eaters alike. These crunchy, savory treats have become a staple in many restaurants and home kitchens, loved for their addictive taste and satisfying crunch. None other than those crispier onion rings. The sweetness of the onion contrasts beautifully with the savory and crunchy batter, creating a taste experience that's hard to resist. I really want to know what you guys love to watch in our upcoming videos. Please drop the comments, we would love to hear you. Dude, you got to watch this video because this is going to be super exciting and you will watch the yummiest sights of that indulgent chocolate. So come around, let's go together on the hunt to gather every ingredient and make it ready for this amazing wonder. After strong cultivation practices, it's time to harvest hazelnuts in late summer to early fall. When nuts start falling from the trees, it's a clear signal they're ready for collection. Here comes the hero of the day. This beastie advanced hazelnut harvester, resembling massive machine with powerful engine, is now here to show its magic. As the sweeping brushes gather the fallen nuts, they are funneled into hoppers, large containers within the harvester. Here, the machines quickly remove debris from the nuts. This machine makes sure you get what you wanted while throwing away the dirt and twigs back to where it belongs. Once collected, the hazelnuts are transported to these external drying units. The purpose of this step is to remove any remaining moisture from the nuts by keeping these nuts directly under the sun for some time. Now is the time when these hazelnuts are collected once again and transported to processing facilities where they undergo a quick quality test. You might have seen these quality tests before. Actually, these tests give them a signal whether it's the right time to process the hazelnuts, or just go along with a hunch and may ruin our taste. Gladly, they do care for our taste very much. All set, so hazelnuts are further proceeded for quick cleaning and thorough washing. It removes any remaining dirt or residues from the nuts, ensuring they are clean before further processing. This leads to direct drying process, so the nuts remain dried and crispy, thorough the processing. They proceed to the shell removal machines. These machines are designed to gently cut open the outer casing of the hazelnuts while keeping the inner nut intact. This gentle handling is important because it ensures that the nuts are still whole and undamaged. Here, our beautiful pearl-like hazelnuts are sorted through sieves. Any nuts that do not meet the criteria are removed to maintain the overall quality of the batch. This careful attention to detail ensures that only the best hazelnuts make it to the final stages. These trees thrive in tropical climates, producing large, colorful pods. Each pod contains a precious treasure, the cocoa beans. Each pod gets split open to reveal cocoa beans covered in gooey pulp. It's the beans inside that we're after. The beans and pulp are put into boxes or baskets to ferment for about 5 to 7 days. Once fermentation is done, the beans spread on mats or trays and left in the sun to dry for a few days. The dried beans get roasted. They're heated in ovens at temperatures between 250 and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The nibs are ground into a paste called cocoa mass. It's just a mix of cocoa solids and cocoa butter. To make cocoa powder, this mass is pressed to separate the cocoa butter from the solids, and then the solids are ground into a fine powder. Let's get the sugar ready, all from scratch. It has a super exciting story that kicks off in the lush cane fields of Mackay, where golden stalks of sugarcane are collected and loaded onto cane trains, ready for their epic journey. Once the sugarcane arrives at the factory, they need to be cleaned thoroughly. This step is crucial because the plants can be covered in dirt and other impurities. The next step is to extract the sugar-rich juice. This is done by crushing the chopped stalks using a series of heavy rollers. The juice is heated in large evaporators, which causes the water to turn into steam and leave the liquid behind. In some factories, the sugar may undergo additional refining to ensure it is perfectly white and pure. This can involve further filtration and treatment process. This is where the magic of sugar crystallization begins. The centrifuge spins the mixture at high speeds, which forces the syrup to separate from the sugar crystals. Once the machines worked tirelessly to give us that crispy white sugar we all love, it's time for those experts to run some quick and thorough quality control tests for a good-to-go checkmark. These trees produce large bunches of small, reddish fruit. Harvesting these fruits is the first step in making palm oil. Once the fruit bunches arrive at the factory, they go through a cleaning process. They are washed to remove dirt, leaves, and other debris. This step breaks down the fruit into a thick, slurry-like mixture, making it easier to extract the oil. This press squeezes the pulp to extract the oil. Cows walk into automated milking stations and settle comfortably. Advanced machinery gently cleans their milking parts and attaches suction cups smoothly. Milking machines offer a big plus by providing gentle and consistent milking for dairy cows. This means the cows stay comfortable and content, which is great for their well-being. Once milking starts, sensors keep an eye on milk flow and quality, adjusting suction as needed for perfect collection. That's literally the sight for sore eyes. As the cows finish milking, they're gently guided back home. The milk heads to the factory, where evaporated milk transforms into fine powder in a controlled environment. After cooling and careful attractive packaging, it's ready to be enjoyed fresh and nutritious. Now comes the very step you've been waiting to watch for so long, the Nutella making. By mixing all gathered ingredients into the huge blenders, the machines make sure everything gets equally blended and give us that rich and smooth chocolate spread. Hey guys, let me tell you this. The Nutella we all love is not that good for your health as it contains palm oil. So I would like you to prefer to watch this video and satisfy your sweet tooth instead of eating it frequently. Please keep it in moderation. Take care of yourself. Strawberries just hit differently and end up vibing in almost every fire dish or cuisine. From strawberry shortcakes to fancy tarts and creamy cheesecakes, strawberries level up any treat. Whether you munch on them fresh or turn them into yummy jams and sauces, these ruby red berries always know how to make your taste buds happy. Everyone knows about the countless perks of strawberries, right? Their natural sweetness means you don't need to add a ton of sugar, making them a healthier choice for anyone with a sweet tooth. But when it comes to harvesting the delicate strawberries, we barely depend on any machinery, isn't it true? But this unique fruit-picking robot has proved that wrong, as it can navigate its way only towards the ripe strawberries. I was wondering if you might be curious about the secret behind those fresh, flawless strawberries. Bud, you're in the perfect spot. Strawberries don't ripen all at once, which is why humans are chosen to pick the ripe ones while leaving the rest to mature in their dedicated time period. Ever wonder why doctors are always hyping fresh fruit? It's a no-brainer. It keeps you hydrated and gives you natural sugars for energy, minus the sneaky added sugars you get from processed stuff. As you have witnessed the ruby red strawberries harvesting process, it's time to leave for the real magic that happens inside the modern factories, where you'll see every amazing step from cleaning strawberries to packaging and more. As expected, step 1 is to give these strawberries a good wash since they came straight from the farm. This gets rid of all the dirt and stuff which you clearly don't want. You bet, they're gonna turn these farm-fresh strawberries into 4 super tasty treats, so stick around. Let us show you this unique robotic automation for removing the hulls from the fresh fruits. Can you spot that robotic arm responsible to cut and separate the hull from the strawberry? Wanna watch more of the automated units? These folks are only tasked with placing each strawberry in a separate chamber, ensuring that they fit well in the spot, and any spoiled ones are identified and removed promptly. Meanwhile, these machines efficiently trim off the unwanted parts of the strawberries. The thing is, why are these factories putting in so much effort to remove this green part? This convenience is a game changer for those who enjoy their strawberry treats all the time. So they only need to pour out the can and enjoy the real farm-fresh taste of fruits. These days, with robotic arms capable of handling even the simplest tasks, like thoroughly washing strawberries, who worries about doing it by hand? Here, the strawberries are getting their second bath to remove any possible impurities, so they are all set to destined in the cans. But for some delicate tasks like sorting, humans are preferred because, well, they've got the eyes to detect which fruit is unfit to reach customers. Check out how these folks are equally filling the cans with strawberries. So if you feel like your can has fewer than the others, it's probably just your miscalculation. Dipping them in a special liquid, probably fruit juice concentrate, preserves their freshness, but it can slightly alter the taste and texture of strawberries. That's why some people still prefer the texture of frozen strawberries for certain uses, such as smoothies. And you're in great luck today because we've managed to get inside the frozen fruits factory too. Yes, we are definitely going to show you the process of freezing the bulk strawberries in a bit. Even if your heart craves strawberries off-season, no worries. These top-notch factories ensure customer satisfaction by carefully freezing them, coping with all the protocols. Handling massive quantities of strawberries with the brand new freezing technology shows their immense ability to handle workload seamlessly. And speaking of bulk strawberries, it's important to know where these millions of strawberries are coming from. So far, California produces about 80% of the strawberries in the United States, which makes it a capital in exporting the premium quality strawberries for several purposes, and frozen strawberries are one of them. Around 40% of the frozen strawberries are kept aside to prepare the bunch of strawberry jam bottles. How many people still enjoy strawberry jam at breakfast these days? Honestly speaking, it's irresistible once you set your eyes on it. So let's take a peek behind the scenes where they're adding granulated sugar and other ingredients once in a while to make perfectly blended jam. Also, they prefer their traditional methods of manually preparing the jam to give it the desired texture and give us a pure, lovely vibe. While these robotic machines quietly do their job, let's discuss their sanitary features. These renowned factories maintain hygiene standards by minimizing human contact with the product, thereby reducing the risk of contamination. So, next time you enjoy a product straight from the factory, don't forget to give them their due credit, because they've earned it. Raise your hands in the comments box if you love chocolate-coated strawberries. Isn't it a whole nother vibe? I bet you will love to have these hassle-free chocolate-coated strawberries anytime, anywhere. The blossom for peaches is at its peak. Farmers take care of these beautiful orchards throughout the year until peaches reach their full ripeness. The timing of the harvest is a key point, as it directly impacts the flavor, texture, and overall quality of the fruit. And here these men are working hard to harvest fresh peaches and give us the exact crispiness we all crave. Finally, they are ready to dispatch for further touch-ups. The natural sugars in peaches can help boost your mood and give you a little pick-me-up when you need it most. Once they reach the dedicated units, simple machinery is applied to load and unload the pile of peaches directly into the unit's threshold. Here, they're greeted by an initial washing process to ensure they're free from any dirt, residue, or impurities picked up during their time in the orchard. Now these people are responsible to keep an eye on the fruits until they get their thorough inspection. They will be passed on to different sorts of belting systems, with several designs and huge fans, which will further help to clean the peaches entirely. You can see how these wonderful machines have systematically placed the peaches in proper lines. There it is, the perfectly clean, shiny, and beautiful fruit treasure, ready to come your way. In some cases, the peaches may undergo additional treatments, such as waxing or coating to enhance their appearance and extend their shelf life. These treatments create a protective barrier that helps prevent moisture loss and microbial growth, ensuring that the peaches remain fresh and delicious for longer periods. When it comes to delicious canned peaches, the journey begins with the careful selection of only the finest fruit. Only the juiciest, ripest peaches cut. They use marvelous technologies and procedures to can the fresh peaches. But first, let's just talk about some of the health benefits they give. We must consume this fresh fruit and nature's gift because it scares away the dull, dry skin and gives it a peachy glow. Actually, peaches are loaded with antioxidants and vitamins that help nourish your skin from the inside out, leaving you looking fresh and radiant. In some factories, they involve one more important step, which is peeling, ensuring that only the succulent flesh makes its way into the cans. But here they left the skin onto the fruit, so it would remain crispy and fresh whenever we consume it. The skin is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Once the industrial ovens bake the wafer sheets to perfection, the huge chocolate depositor comes into action and evenly spreads a thick layer of yummiest rich chocolate over the wafer sheet. The wafers are neatly cut and ready to pack, so at least we can buy them in the nearest superstore, right? Let me be clear, aside from their irresistible crunch and delicious flavor, I think banana chips are a convenient and portable snack that can be enjoyed anytime, anywhere. Chips and snacks are often misunderstood as an unsuitable way of consuming tons of oil, but not every time, buddy. Banana chips, if air-fried properly, are packed with essential vitamins and minerals. They're a good source of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and support heart health. Actually, the potassium dude helps to counteract the effects of sodium in the body, which can help to lower blood pressure and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart disease and stroke. However, it's important to note that banana chips can also be high in calories and fat, especially if they are fried or coated in sugar. So they should be consumed in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Plus, they contain vitamin C and B6, which play key roles in immune function and energy metabolism. So, in general, just avoid overeating and stay healthy, because you really are precious to us. Hey beauties, enjoying my video? If yes, then please help me to reach at least 1 million. You know it's not that difficult. We are just 99,999 figures away. We really need your one like that can change our whole life. Check out that like button, which is glowing right now and waiting for you to hit it for us. Don't forget to appreciate this amazing food automation that prepares more than 10,000 ready-to-eat meal trays every day. Now we are here in the fried onion factory that makes more than 1 million tons of crispy fried onions every day. It's not that simple, because generally speaking, the drying process would take several hours to complete before frying. Let the automatic machinery beautifully place the packaging boxes for them. Here, the dried, or as some would say, fried onions are ready to be packed. They're crispy, yummy, and make everything better. So whether it's topping, garnishing, or snacking, fried onions are the secret weapon that makes every dish delicious. Fried onions are the amazing secret ingredient for topping them on a salad for a crunchy twist, adding a savory punch to your favorite sandwich, or enhancing the flavor of soups, stews, and curries. You know the word cookie itself comes from the Dutch word, which means little cake. Well, it is my cute little cake, and even a happy meal. It's believed that cookies originated in Persia around the 7th century, when they were first made using a simple mixture of flour, water, and sugar. Over time, This humble recipe evolved into the countless varieties of cookies we enjoy today. Ever wondered how Domino's or other real-life starring pizza companies manage to deliver consistently delicious pizzas across the globe? Obviously, they've managed to get the best pizza automation to constantly hand over the same divine taste and food quality. Combining the master chef's skills, machine automation, and a little bit of pure love, Domino's gives you heavenly experience around the globe. OMG, that oven-hot pizza is literally the most irresistible thing ever and an ultimate torture to my diet. Alright, if you've become a pizza chef for a day to gear up for a big pizza party, what will be your first step? Probably make up your mind because it's clearly not easy to make a bunch of pizzas at a time. So skip all the hassle and look at this superb automation where the dough is all set to rise and then punch down all through machines, so they can be made to perfection for freezing purposes. You just grab, bake, and enjoy your pizza party. Cutting to the chase, let us show you the forever satisfactory way of shaping the dough balls. At this stage, just like any normal dough, the machines also need to add some dry flour to keep them in their true form and structure. Once the dough balls are ready to place inside their dedicated pans, they are kept for some time to rise again, which is commonly called bench proofing. This unique dough spreading machine uses robots to pick and flatten dough with precision. Robots ensure consistent portions, while the machine flattens the dough evenly, enhancing efficiency and speed. You know, those advanced robotic machines can handle and produce between 100,000 pizzas each day in a comparatively bigger facility. After the dough is flattened, it rests for 30 minutes to proof. This step allows the dough to rise a bit, improving its texture and taste. Proofing activates the yeast, creating tiny air pockets that make the dough light and fluffy, perfect for a great pizza crust. Next, the dough is baked for 2 minutes. Now comes the beast, the sauce depositing robots. These sensors detect where the dough is, ensuring sauce is evenly spread only where needed. This one's my favorite part: cheese and lots of cheese. Cheese and toppings are now being added with robotic system precision. The process includes toppings being automatically added with precision, ensuring each pizza is perfectly garnished, whether it's pepperoni, mushrooms, or other veggies. Take a deep breath to watch this premium fresh pizza sauce being deposited neatly and perfectly onto the pizza doughs. Any excess ingredients are neatly collected through belts into containers, because minimizing the waste has been the top code. At this stage, the pizzas are moved towards the freezers, because science works every time. Using a little bit of science, we understood that this step is crucial for maintaining the freshness and quality of the pizzas. Robots carefully wrap each pizza to protect its quality. After wrapping, more robots systematically box up the bunch of pizzas. It's their signature way of using modern technology to bring gourmet pizzas to your table with care and precision. As my buddies seem a bit interested in pizza automation, let us show you one of the millionth ways of making pizzas in factories. Every company owns their own unique style, so does machinery. Check out this unique way of automatically kneading and flattening the pizza dough before the machine can run onto it for further magic. As you can see, the roller drums with exact pizza shaping molds smoothly shape the round pizza dough, while the unnecessary dough sheet is collected back through belts for further kneading and then reused to make more pizza. This one is super amazing as it clearly doesn't waste any drop of the sauce, and the toppings and sauces are added to the exact amount that's needed. The saucy marinated mixture of toppings is giving a heads up to the flavorful and yummy pizza we have ever tried. And the supreme touch of cheese is a must. What makes this pizza-making factory stand out is its focus on abundant meat chunks, catering specifically to meat lovers. Stop imagining and watch these pizzas getting covered with only meat and cheese. A perfect palatable combo. These are the very sugar-coated cookies that typically involve the amazing procedure of dipping cookies in a sugar syrup mixture right after baking. This special coating adds sweetness, enhances texture, and often gives the cookies a glossy finish. It's a common technique used to add a bit of extra sweetness and shine to the cookies, enhancing their appeal and flavor. If you have a sweet tooth, sugar syrup-coated cookies are a delightful pick. Remember those colorful ice pops we all loved as kids? We were all so in love with these ultimate summer treats bursting with vibrant colors and fruity flavors. The world has changed a lot. Now look at this entire colorful ice popsicle automation, handling the bundles and even delicate ice pops like a child's play. To be very honest, as a grown-up, I'm still into these ice pops more than ice creams.